Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the July Barrels for Hope live stream. It's good to see you guys. Cheers to everybody. We've got some news for you guys. We'll try to make tonight's live stream a little quick because I know we've got World Cup soccer on for anybody that cares. So I'm excited to watch that game. But excited to be here tonight. What's up, Josh, Kim, Brian, Earl? How are you guys doing?
Doing great.
Great.
Awesome.
Good to see y'all.
Couldn't be better.
Yeah. Kim, are you ready for the planning to be over?
I am. Just in time to start planning for next year.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we get like a committee together to help for next year. So
yes.
So welcome everybody. Josh, what do we got first? What do we got going on? Anything?
Well, first and foremost, if you have this pick, open it up. If you haven't opened it and you want to sip along, we're going to have some of this. Lance can't. He's got to be a good boy because he's got to go see the doctor in the morning.
Right.
But we get to drink and laugh at the fact that he can't. So if you guys want to join in on that, but yeah, we're going to, we've got barrel picks in the pipeline. We've obviously got two happening right there at the year-end event this year with the Larceny Barrel Proof and the Yellowstone 250th. So we've got a lot of good stuff coming down the pipeline. And yeah, we're just going to hang out, talk to you guys a little bit tonight, do a little tasting. Be pretty chill. Get you guys hooked up with this annual event.
It sounds like Earl, we got everybody got their Elijah Craig toasted barrel proof bottles, right? We didn't have any explode like happened with you today.
Nope. Had one leaker that's been replaced. Haven't heard from anybody else, so I think we're on the up and up on that. Yeah, that was devastating.
Yeah, I'm glad we don't have any shipping out right around now.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. It is. I just talked to I got home from work, still in my UPS clothes, met our UPS driver that delivers here at the door. And I'm like, I literally told him, I said, man, I have been thinking about you the last 2 days when I've got off work because I get to be in the truck and air conditioning and he's making deliveries. I was like, man, I would hate to have that job right now. It's got to be so brutal. And he goes, yeah, it's 130 plus in the back of the trucks. And just, it's brutal.
Yeah. Those are hot boxes.
I got my hair cut today. I told my lady that cuts my hair, I said, it's soupy out. She started cracking up. She's like, that is the most perfect way to describe outside. I was like, it's so soupy.
I like to say it's moist.
Yeah. When you put your head over a pot of soup and all that steams there, it's just it's so gross, man.
Dude, it's not even I walk out of the door before 5 a.m. every morning. It's just as bad then. It's not any better. You would think maybe during the night it'll get better. No, it will not get better.
No.
It's almost more offensive early in the morning because you're like, this should not be this way.
I hope our scavenger hunt at the year-end event, I hope it's not too soupy then.
I hope it's not raining.
Yeah, that's true too.
Got some umbrellas for that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that might be all right actually.
Josh, how are you guys faring down there? Are you guys getting that humidity with this crazy heat?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, you walk outside and it's hard to breathe. The air is water.
So I was in Louisville yesterday and they didn't have any of the humidity that we've had here.
What?
And it was like 95 degrees there, but it was very dry.
Huh.
And then coming back home and stepping out at 9 o'clock at night was just cut it with a knife thick.
Yeah.
It was 106 heat index today.
Yeah.
The AC's working overtime.
Yeah, our AC just does not keep up upstairs. Downstairs it's fine, but upstairs it's hot. And with Renee's hot flashes last night, she was like, "I'm sleeping downstairs. I can't take this." And I'm like, it's still settle down. It's 74 up here. It's not like it's freezing.
Scarhoff saying so pumped for the Larceny pick. Yeah, man. I'm gonna be as the resident not necessarily loving weeded barrel proof bourbons. unless they're like super bougie. I'm going to be working the camera, but also doing some double checking the pick team's math. Just not that I have a vote. I'm not part of the barrel pick, just to be clear, but I will be there.
Josh, I meant to tell you, Earl was telling me he was, were you at Green River? And they were talking about the mildew note I pick up. Oh no, it was Frey Ranch, right?
Yeah, Russell at Frey Ranch, yeah.
Tell Josh what he said.
Yeah, so I actually captured it on a video when I was doing some research before we went out there, and Russell had made a comment that there are certain people that do or don't have a particular gene that allows them to taste that musty, wet cardboard mildew note on whiskeys. And I'm one of them that doesn't apparently have the gene because I don't taste that. Like I taste our private barrel, and it's fruity, and Lance has other opinions, and so does a lot of other members on that. But I think it's very pleasant. But I don't get that, nor do I get the baby diapers.
The baby diapers on Calvados. It must be the same thing as people taste soap on cilantro and other people love cilantro. I don't know. It's wild.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's that or if it's so. I mean, on our channel, I spend a lot of time trying to interpret what Aaron says to make it make sense to everyone else. And then more to try to translate what she's saying into like more conventional. And it's just, I mean, people read things differently, you know. It is what it is.
Yeah.
How much clearer do you need Stinky Feet to be, Josh?
Yeah, her and I read that one totally differently.
My point being, on some of those larceny barrels, I get that mildewy, wet corn husk note. So I hope somebody on the pick team can spot that.
I will say, like on younger bourbons, and not even necessarily younger bourbons, it's easier for me to get it on younger bourbons, but I'm starting to get it more and more. I'm starting to get a corn husk type of note that's jumping out to me.
Yeah, Danny, I think sometimes, it can be on younger whiskey for sure. But then sometimes it's not even younger. I've got it on some old whiskey that's just really off-putting for my palate, but other people don't pick it up and they love it. So yeah, it's just a way of different interpretations, I suppose.
Lance, it's pretty strong for me, so I'll be the gatekeeper on the pick.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's right. Yep. Yeah.
There we go. We put all our heads together. We'll get a good one for you guys. Also, I should say, Lance and Earl, you guys, those are some mighty fine looking hats you got on there.
I know, right? Earl did a great job. Earl did a good job. Yeah, so he's bringing the khaki one. Well, maybe not khaki isn't the right term. I don't know what color you call that, but they
camel.
look sharp. Camel. There you go.
Yeah. Let me snatch one up right here.
So we'll have some at the annual event if you're looking for some. So be on the lookout for that. We'll have some glassware at the annual event as well. Some of these right here.
Yeah, I would.
About 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
I would say there will be a bottle share every night that people are at the hotel. So yeah, I would imagine if you're curious where anyone is, it'll be like the old days in college before we had cell phones and you had to just write where you're going to be on the whiteboard or leave an answer or a voicemail on a answering machine. We'll be in the lobby of Fairfield.
Yeah.
So, these beautiful.
That is sweet, Earl.
Look at that right
Those
there.
look so good, man.
Yeah.
So nice.
That might be the best looking hat in all of Whiskey Tube. That's a good looking hat.
I would agree with that statement.
That's a good looking hat.
I would agree with that statement. That's a very good looking hat. It works really well in the camel too.
It does.
Yeah, it does. Mike Ackley said larceny foolproof has been very good lately. Nice. That's good to know.
The Mike's know.
Yeah,
I'm going to bring for a little pour before the pick. I've got the very first larceny barrel proof bottle they came out with, A120. That will crack open. Get to taste it and see how it's evolved since day one.
Yeah, I've got that pick. I'll have to taste that again. One of A1 did 2, and one of the picks A1 did, I can't remember if it's that first one or a different one, did not have those mildewy notes, and the second one did, for me anyway. So
then did you have to talk to Narav about it?
No. But I could be like, I've told him before, I'm like, I don't know, that one wasn't for me, man. They did a Deatsville larceny pick. Remember the Kobe bottle, Earl?
The Kobe bottle. I don't.
Way back in the day. They did a larceny. It wasn't a larceny barrel proof. It was just a larceny pick, and it came from Deatsville. It was horrible. It was the most mildewy tasting larceny pick I've ever had. I was like, oh my gosh, this is awful.
I did see that Jeff Pena earlier said jumped on just in time to hear Lance talk about his favorite snack, aka diapers.
You know who did that? It was Jeffrey Wack. He told me, because I was like, oh, I like Bacta, and then he's like, you do? He's like, man, that Calvados, I get like how baby diapers smell, and I was like, that's weird. And then I got home and I tasted Bacta. I was like, damn it, Jeff, you ruined that for me forever. Now it's all I can taste. Yeah, now it's all I can taste.
Nelson Greenbrier does a fantastic Calvados finish, in my opinion.
I would agree with that. Yep.
Yeah, and I haven't had a ton of Calvados finish stuff, but with the Bacta, some of the Bacta releases, I definitely get that note Jeff said.
Kim, when we were at Dark Arts, was that very first barrel? That was Calvados, right? The one that was like, I didn't get baby diapers on it, but I got like a really smoky note on it. That had to be something with that specific cask. That was a weird. It almost felt peated, like mildly peated.
Let's see. Other than that, well, I mean, before we get into year-end stuff, I know we've got. I can tell you guys we've got like $9,000 in inventory on the auction thing. Kim will talk about that. We've got a lot of things, some homemade things people have made. So everybody that's made stuff, thank you guys very much, including Earl. There's some really cool stuff in the auction this year. I guess we could just kick it over to Kim and she can start telling us all about what she needs to tell us for the year-end event.
Yeah, sure. So if you all didn't see my Discord post, refunds are available through Friday of this week. And then after that, we are finalizing all of the vendors and counts, etc. So we won't be able to do any refunds after that. I think it's going to be an excellent weekend. Speaking of Jeffrey Wack, he will be our esteemed MC this year. So that'll be super fun.
It'll be awesome.
When we talk about the Thursday night bottle share, remember, if you have a VIP ticket, you need to leave the hotel around 9:30 Friday morning to get to the Lux Row for the Yellowstone pick. And so that is on your own transportation. We did that to keep ticket prices much more reasonable. Transportation is ridiculously expensive. So if you aren't going to have a car there, let's work together and figure out who you can buddy up with. Given the Bardstown location, we should be good to go there. Saturday is the scavenger hunt. It'll be super fun. Each of the board members will be leading a team, and we have a limit on the number of people that can be on a team. So our own Nick Jones, member, is going to lead an 8th team. So I will be sending out, hopefully this weekend, a Google form that y'all can fill out to give me your top 3 choices on whose team you would like to be on. And I'll do my best to get you on that team, or at least one of those teams, but there is a limit. So I think that's going to be super fun. And the auction. So I am working on getting everything loaded into the site. Once I have it loaded in the site, I will release it so that you all can see what's there. You won't be able to bid on anything until Thursday or Friday of the event. Still figuring that out. But I am trying to get it up a little early so you can take a look at what's there. And then if you aren't going to be at the event, but you really want something that's in the auction, you have time to organize someone to pick it up for you. Everything from the auction has to be picked up on Saturday night.
Which is a great time to remind you guys that that's what Discord is good for a lot of things, but connecting with other members is a great one of those things that it's good for. And if you're not on there, you need to get on there. And if you need help doing that, contact us so that we can help you, so that you can get some help for some stuff that you might want.
Yeah, and if you guys really want to bid on stuff on the auction but couldn't make the year-end event, please don't hesitate to reach out to me or anybody on in Barrels for Hope to be your proxy and pick up stuff for you. This is a big community. We can get stuff to you if you want to bid on it. So we'll figure it out.
Yeah, Scott had a question about spare Evernorth.
Yeah,
for auction.
Got a few.
We've got 5.
There's 5. I imagine that's going to be a hot item. That'll be like the Four Roses bottles last year, I imagine.
Oh, yes. Yeah, they will. I'm bringing my pocketbook for one of them if I can get it. We'll see.
Yeah.
At the very least, I'll drive the price up for charity.
Exactly. But yeah, I think there's 5 if I remember correctly. There might be one extra, but I think there were 5.
Whoa, okay, Scott and I are playing in different ballparks. He's saying $1 million. Most successful charity auction ever.
You don't take a check.
But yeah, that should be amazing. I'm really excited for the auction. There's a lot of good bottles in there, so you guys will be happy, I'm sure. Sure. And what I said this last time too, but if you're looking for Christmas gifts, that's a good place to get Christmas gifts as well, for people that are into bourbon. So
we have a lot of Bardstown bottles in the auction, and that one is
ton.
so interesting because of the unique mash bill. Like, that's not something you can get anywhere.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
they were, Kim, if I recall correctly, they only had 18 of those barrels. And we were
right.
And we were only the second pick team that was ever in there picking any from them. So a very limited amount of these barrels are out there. So you're going to get to taste something that, I mean, truthfully speaking, like, those barrels are a different profile from most of the Bardstown stuff. And I do tend to prefer it over the Bardstown stuff. Even the barrels we didn't pick, I would prefer over a lot of the Bardstown stuff I've tasted. So
I agree.
And then to Lance's point about the Christmas gifts and stuff, there are some bottles in there, like some of the, there'd be some like Eagle Rares and Buffalo Trace products that just don't pop up in your market, but they're going to be in there. And depending on how the bidding goes, you can probably get them for retail or very close to retail without any worry about trying to hunt them down. So whether it's for yourself or for someone for a gift, get it for your boss, stack up a couple bottles and,
I think the only thing that went like crazy over retail last year was Weller 12, and I don't know, I can't remember what it went for. I was surprised how high they went, but I think we had a couple.
It was well under secondary.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so still well under secondary. That's good. But yeah, most everything else was what seemed like it was close to retail. So yeah, if you're looking for Buffalo Trace stuff you don't normally see, that you'll be able to find it there.
Absolutely.
Someone asked, are we still taking bottle donations? Kim, I imagine yes, but you have to be able to get it there, and you need to get us the info quick.
Bottle donations for the auction?
Yeah. Or do you want to cut it off?
If you want to donate a bottle for the auction, please reach out to me as soon as possible. We have a lot of stuff in the auction.
Yeah.
Now, if you got like a King of Kentucky or something you want to put in there,
yeah,
something that'll raise some big time money, that would be cool.
Yeah,
could be a 2020 Jack Daniel's special release rye floating on.
Ooh.
There it is. There it is. Earl, I was hoping nobody would notice when she loads it. How about they just think it's a normal Jack Daniel?
I figured maybe you snuck that into your glass and like, oops.
No, it's in there. It's in there. Yeah, work out a courier deal. Somebody in Discord will help you out, man.
I believe Caleb's in Champaign.
Oh, well, yeah, I'll help you out, dude. Just let me know.
Pop up Caleb's comment real quick.
Oh, look at
He's
that.
looking at the car.
Yeah, I am. First off, love the Miata, love the MB. That looks like it's at Tail of the Dragon. That looks like a Killboy photo or one of those photographers.
Oh yeah, it does.
Let me know if I'm not if I'm off base there, but I like that. That's nice. Come to the event. We'll talk cars.
He said great eye.
I'm nothing if not observant. Unless Erin's trying to hold me to something that she told me, and then I will pretend like I didn't hear it. She's not
So,
watching.
Danny, we don't have a list of bottles that we are publishing, but I am trying to get them all up on the site so that I can give everyone access to see what's there.
Oh, I will say, Kim brought up a great point on as far as Thursday night, if you're there for VIP stuff for Friday morning for Yellowstone, like, don't wait till the last minute to set up some kind of rideshare situation. You know, a lot of people will be flying into Bardstown, but a lot of people will be driving into Bardstown too. And the Yellowstone event that morning isn't going to be like, you're going to be completely safe riding with someone. Like, we're not going to be going crazy overdoing it at Yellowstone. It's going to be a long day Friday. So like, we want to pace everything out a little bit. You know, set some rides up. If you're part of that, you know, we've got 50 people and we don't need 50 cars over there. You know, we can probably get by with, you know, a quarter of that. We'll have 2 open seats in my car. So, you know, just holler at somebody Thursday night, try to get that set up if you need a ride.
Man, I can't wait to see everybody. I can't believe it's 3 weeks away. It's gonna be so much
I know.
fun.
I can't either.
I know. I'll go to bed in 3 weeks and I'll wake up the next morning and we'll drive up for the larceny stuff. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
if there's
gonna be a lot
anybody
of
going to
fun.
be down there Wednesday early, Mike actually had posed a question about getting together for dinner. So if there's anybody out there going to be there early Wednesday that can attend dinner, reach out and we'll try to set something up.
I just remembered I got to go get my suit dry cleaned. It's just been hanging out for a year since last annual event.
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready?
And if you guys forgot or you're new and didn't know, there is there's an event page in Discord, the Barrels for Hope annual event. So you'll start seeing stuff posted in there. Earl, if you figure out going to dinner somewhere, you could always post it in there too on Wednesday.
Good idea.
All right, if you guys have any questions about the annual event, if you have any questions about anything else, make sure you let us know in chat. We're going to hang out a little bit. We ready to get into this? I've been letting mine get some work.
Yeah, I'm interested to hear your thoughts, to everybody's thoughts.
All right, so 9 years old, 126.1 proof, which is 63.0% ABV. So that math, there's got to be some additional decimals there that I'm not sure how that works, but yeah, CBP toasted barrel. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers, everybody. Making me jealous as I sip my water.
I tried this when it came in right away, and then you guys can see how much I've had out of there. I just had a couple pours out of it over the course of a couple of days, and I haven't revisited it. I love this nose, though.
Oh, it's so confectionery sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So sweet.
It's almost like there's like a little bit of like sometimes I call it a nougatiness to it. But then there's also a fruity element in there as well. It's almost like a Three Musketeers, but there's like also a kind of a raspberry jam element.
Yeah, I'm getting that red fruit.
and it's really dynamic too. Like I go back to it, and it just like it's got layers on the nose.
Yeah, it's crazy. I pick up that fruit, but it's not until I get that ethanol punch in my nose, and then that fruit just shines right through.
Yeah, if you approach a little further away, it's more candy bar-esque, and then when you really dig in there, you've got a little ethanol to get through, but there's that nice jamminess in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a kind of a crazy nose. I remember the first time I smelled it, and I posted on the Discord the little Shaq meme from Hot Ones where he like takes a bite and then he goes. Because I poured it, and I was just like walking to sit down, and I was, you know how it is, like it gets automatic. It's to the point where I'll smell glasses of water sometimes in public, and people are like, "What's this guy doing?" But I just like inadvertently smelled it, even though, and I just was like, "Oh." I literally did the Shaq meme when I smelled it.
I think that was everybody that tasted it at A1 the morning that Narab gave it to us. We're like, what was that? Holy cow. And then Lance is like, do we want this as a pick? Hell yes.
I was like, let me ask, but I got to convince them if they say no.
Oh, so this is interesting. So the first time I had it, loved it. Second time I had it, I got a little bit of like tannic dryingness. Third time I had it, loved it again. Having it now, loving it again.
Stuart, first time coming to Barrels for Hope annual event. We'll keep an eye on Discord. I'm driving down and have extra room to carpool. Awesome, dude.
Well, you're in for a treat. You're
going to meet a lot of friends, buddy.
And I will say, everybody's in for a treat for meeting Stuart. Stuart's one of the best.
Yes, he is.
Awesome, man.
Oh, man. So when you get any kind of definitely dessert pour, but it's got the power too, and it's got like anytime you get like a toasted barrel or double oaked or whatever, my question in my mind is always, how is that extra woodiness going to come through? You know, is it going to be really subtle? Is it going to be integrated into the profile? Is it going to stand out in a really good way? Is it going to stand out in a really bad way? You never really know what you're going to get. And I think this one, it definitely stands out, but in a really good way. And I get like the woodiness that I get in here is a woodiness that I really, really like. And it's almost like you get the sweetness, but then you kind of get this like pronounced woodiness to offset the sweetness.
Yeah, Josh, I agree. A lot of toasted barrels go bitter for me.
Mm-hmm.
And this one does not. Like, it gets right up there with all the flavor, but doesn't quite get into the bitterness, which I
agree.
It's perfectly balanced.
Man, and then, the more you sip it, the more you kind of get acclimated to it, and those flavors start melding. Man. Ooh, and I like
extras in the auction, Kim?
We do.
I think so.
I've got them sitting here at the house. I had to trade one out, so we'll have one open on the bar Saturday. So that should leave 7.
Perfect. Is that one you're going to be bidding on, Brian?
Probably, yeah. This one just hits all the right notes for me.
Yeah, it's so good.
Man, I really do. It's hard to have woodiness that stands out and isn't in a bad way, you know?
Yeah.
And this does, like, you know, not to. Kim knows I love her, and I love her great state down there. But some of those Texas whiskeys have a woodiness that stands out in not a good way. And this is not that. I mean,
some of the whiskeys in Texas have a lot that stands out in not a good way. I agree. But there's also some gems.
Yeah. Like Cowboy Bourbon from Garrison Brothers is one that I've always find the woodiness stands out in a really good way. And I'm not saying this is like Cowboy Bourbon adjacent, but would I rather drink it than Cowboy Bourbon? Yep. So I don't think that would be a hard choice for me. And I like Cowboy, but
man, I haven't had Cowboy in 6 years plus, so
Oh, dude, you're missing out. It's getting better.
Yeah, because it was horrible when I had it. It was so long ago.
They're figuring it out. They're figuring
Are
it out. The last 3 years have been great.
Oh, I
Now
need
it's
to
all
try it again.
hazmat, and I say it's like riding a wooden roller coaster that feels very dangerous and potentially life threatening. But, it's kind of thrilling in a way.
I just recently watched a podcaster that did a little tour down there with the master distiller. Don't remember the podcaster's name, but looks like a very intelligent guy and in tune to what he's doing. And it seems like they're doing some really interesting things down there. And I didn't know that was all sweet mash.
Really?
Yeah, he said everything they do is sweet mash.
Interesting.
And I believe it was all weeded, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Weighted.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get my mind blown right
Yeah,
now.
that's what I thought when I watched the video. I'm like, huh? What?
Danny, I'm in 100% agreement with you. That's exactly what I tasted when I tasted it last.
See, they've upgraded from that to now. If you just if a cowboy had ridden on a saddle for a really long time, and then he got off at the end of the day, and you just wrung the saddle out, it tastes more like that now.
Okay. Well, I like leather. I don't know if I like assy leather, but I like leather.
Hey, I'm not until you try it.
That's fair.
If anyone who has not tried Texas whiskey wants something to try, my top recommendation would be a barrel proof rye from Still Austin.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Yeah.
I would agree too. Oh wow.
Oh,
So I tried the ECBP toasted with I had 1.5 ounces and I put 5 drops of water in it. The separation of the wood and the sweetness melds together. And this taste, it's like it definitely tamed it down some. So if you don't like the spice that you're getting, a few drops of water will tame it down. But man, it tastes older now.
Huh.
It tastes older than 9 years. It's kind of crazy.
Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, I think, always does some interesting things when you add water to it.
Yeah,
and I'm not somebody who usually adds water to my whiskey, but
dude, 100%. With
Yeah,
Elijah Craig, it's one of the few bottles that I always try water with. And every ECBP batch that I don't like, if I've added a little bit of water, I usually still don't like it. But at that point, I just add a lot of water, and then it starts tasting a little bit like the old Elijah Craig Big Red 12s, like the 93 proof, 94 proof ones, because it has the age,
Yep. Yeah, I think I told you guys this story, but I don't know, 6 years ago we were at Heaven Hill on a barrel pick, and I can't remember the old guy's name that used to run their barrel pick program. He passed away, but he wanted us to add water, and we all refused, and he pretty much made us, or he was going to kick our ass. So we did, and I'll be damned if he wasn't right. We should have just listened to the expert, and a lot of more raspberry kind of notes started coming out, which I kind of get that in some Elijah Craig, but it's fleeting. But yeah, he was 100% right. And so now I've always added water just to taste it. But with most whiskeys, I don't. But with Elijah Craig, I will.
Wow. This is very good with water. It's 2 different pours. I mean, and I don't typically do 1 or 2 drops. I usually do 5 or 6 drops. I would, depending on my mood, I would do one or the other, because the water really tames it down a lot. But wow, this is actually, I'm very impressed. I already loved it before, but I am loving this.
For me, it tamed down the fruity aspect.
It did at first, but the more sips I'm taking, the more that's popping out. But it did kind of lose the fruitiness on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
I had an opposite reaction. Usually, when you add water, it tames down the whiskey, it proofs down a little bit. I had maybe a 1/2 ounce left in my glass, and I added 2 drops of water, and it got tannic for me.
Interesting.
Yeah, it got super tannic.
Yeah, I usually find that adding just a little bit of water, that's why I usually go with like 5 or 6 drops. But again, ratio wise, you're probably right on if that's how much you had.
Mm-hmm.
But usually just like 1 or 2 drops to me, people are like, oh, try a drop or 2. It usually just brings out ethanol for me on most pours. And I'm like, why are you guys doing this? Like, you're just making the whiskey work.
There's some Old Forester barrel proof bourbon that comes across really hot, and a couple of drops of water will sometimes tame that down to get more of the flavor and less of the heat.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
Well, and this is a little tidbit for everybody in chat watching, but my impression was that when it came to Old Forester picks, the blue labels, the barrel proofs, were younger, and then the black labels, the 100 proofs, were older. And most people were going for the proof, but then people were like, oh, the black labels are so much better. We picked one for Stuff and Whiskey. They're the exact same age. It's just the exact same barrels. They're just proof to 100. So within every blue label pick is a black label pick if you just put water in there to take it down to 100 proof. So
yeah, I've always a drop of water and it got sweeter for me.
Yeah, it got sweeter and older tasting to me.
Yeah.
Maybe I need some more water.
Yeah, that's what we did when we were at Heaven Hill and added water to all our picks. They usually got sweeter, like the more red fruit candy notes kind of came through a little bit.
This actually, I think, loses the red fruit note that it has without water, and I think it gains an impression of more age. Which that may be Earl's tannic note.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Man, I think going back to Kim's statement about Texas whiskey, that still Austin rye pick is still one of my absolute favorites we've ever done. That thing is such a hitter barrel. It is so good.
Well, I'm milking that bottle like the first NBC pick we did.
Yeah,
it's so good, man.
By the way, this brings up a good conversation, but if you're tasting this in chat, let us know what you're getting. What nosing notes you're getting, what tasting notes you're getting. Like, let us know if you're drinking along with us. I'll put you guys on the spot. We didn't talk about this, but if you could think of the top 5 Barrels for Hope picks in your book, do you think you could narrow it down? I mean, I know 3 for me right off the rip, and it's crazy because 2 of them are rye whiskeys.
Yeah.
It'd be the Still Austin Rye, the Evernorth Rye, and the first NBC Barrels for Hope for sure.
And Four Roses.
Where does Four Roses fit, Josh?
Yeah. I would. The Four Roses would land in my top 5 as well.
I'm trying to think what I'd pick for 5. I agree. Those 4 are definitely my top 4.
It's always. I've heard people talk about.
Oh, I know what would be my other one. It's easy, actually.
And they say that like it's actually picking the last spot that's the toughest. I mean, this is not in any particular order, by the way, but it gets tough on the very last one because you're excluding everything else once you lock in that last one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Short Barrel is my next because that was sent to us in a blind. Ed and I had it for Whiskey of the Year, and one of our members sent it to us in a double blind. And I could not believe how good that thing tasted in a double blind. I didn't remember it being that good. It was ridiculous.
This is a good question for people watching in chat too. Like if you've got a couple of like highlight pours, oh man. Honestly, I might say like the Middle West Spirits Dark Pumpernickel Rye, or I might say like the Dark Arch Sherry.
Dark Arch Sherry was killer.
Dark Arch Sherry is very good. Those like just I'm not locking that in, but the NBC Double Barrel, dude, yes.
Yeah, that thing's killer.
I'm looking at the list of all the picks we've done. That's a solid list.
It's solid. It's very solid.
It's very difficult to narrow it down to 5 favorites.
Yeah, I don't think everybody got the port finished Dark Arts, but man, that was fantastic.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Middle West pick, Josh, that's sneaky good. It's very, very unique.
Yeah, it is very much so.
There's, in my opinion, and on a market that's similar to that pumpernickel rye.
Yeah, I think Patrick, that might be Patrick's favorite pick we've ever done, was the Middle West. I think he loves that.
I think it might be Reggie Martin's favorite pick as well. He was our former treasurer. Shout out to Reggie. He was saying how much he loved that.
It's in my top 3.
Dude, I forgot we did a Jack pick.
Yeah,
The problem, like you just do so many picks, you forget. Oh, the walleye run pick.
The walleye
too.
run was good.
Oh,
Run's
man.
really good.
that is the most. I think that is the most divisive pick we've done. Like complete ends of the spectrum. Yeah, because I've heard so many people like either absolutely love that thing or I gotta trade this with somebody. There's no in between. There's no middle ground on that pick. I think that's cool about it, but of course the people who hate it are wrong. But
I donated
You're
my
entitled to
bottle
your
back.
opinion, but you're wrong.
Yeah, I'm not a peach rings flavor kind of guy. I like a juicy peach, but anything outside of that peach, traditional peach, I'm out. So
you weren't a fan of the walleye rye?
I wasn't. I actually donated it back for auction, so you all can fight over it.
Oh, nice.
It's so funny how that pick is just a hate it or love it pick.
Yeah, and it's we do we could pick all right over the plate picks for you guys.
Right.
A lot of stores do that, and it makes sense. But we appreciate you guys going on the journey with us and trusting us enough to go out on the limb to pick some things like Still Austin bourbons or ryes, or Middle West spirits ryes, or Hard Truth ryes,
Yeah.
I mean the walleye run. Like we have picked some stuff that's been a little bit off the beaten path. The Driftless Glen pick, we've picked some of this stuff, and I think what you find is that some people love it, other people maybe they don't, but then you've got the network of the group to be able to kind of recycle that bottle within, or and that's a beautiful thing, because then you might find somebody that else, like the walleye run pick, personal favorite of mine, and if somebody were like, hey, I got this other pick that I might want to trade for that, hey, I'd be down for that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because it's called walleye run or what, but that bottle just sitting out on my back deck by the pond is just the best sipper in the evening. I freaking love it, man. On a nice evening, it's the best.
Also, I will say our barrel picks page, if you go to the website, barrelsforhope.com, and you just click on the barrel picks section and you just look at the photo that's there and you look at the happiness that's in that photo, like that is what is waiting for you at the year-end event. Like it's just so much happiness. Scott says King of Kentucky pick next year. We're working on it.
We'll have to talk to the treasurer, see how that goes.
Yeah, we're working on it.
We better sell everything in the auction.
You're right. Fine. I will say, for all you people out there that have been disappointed by Frey Ranch bourbon, I think you guys are really going to enjoy what's coming to us in September. Hopefully the extra time it spent in the barrel hasn't really changed it much, but man, it is so decadent and unique. I don't know if everybody's seen my personal tasting notes, but I've got a buddy and fellow member here that tasted alongside, and he's pretty conclusive. His notes are similar to mine, so it's delicious.
God, we have multiple bottles for sale, so 2 million sounds good.
Yeah, get you a backup for your backup.
You don't even have to wait. We'll just do it. We'll sell it right now for you.
Yeah.
Send you the link.
Yeah, this turns into a live auction. Yeah, I will say
our bank account number. Just send it straight there.
Yeah. To Earl's point, I think this is a really interesting point. Like, Frey Ranch has some crazy stuff, and they've got some crazy good stuff too. And I think you can read you can pick up what I'm putting down there. The Ed's lost it. I'll trade you what's left of the Booker's Rye. 2 ounces. The Frey Ranch stuff, like, honestly, like, I'd say it's a lot like National Barrel Company. Like, we talk about National Barrel Company on our channel a lot. I talk about how much I like their stuff. And then every once in a while, I try to be pretty clear about the fact that it's important to do barrel picks, or like to know the palate that's picking the barrels that you're tasting. And people will then just go and buy like a shelf National Barrel Company bottle, and they're like, I'm not getting anywhere near the impression that you're getting. I bought this bottle off the shelf in Idaho, and this does not taste anything like the great whiskey that you're talking about. I'm like, yeah, we actually, I'm going to share a personal testimony from someone else. Charles Ash in our community lives down in Georgia, and he had purchased some National Barrel Company bottles off of the shelf, and they ended up at a bottle share with some other National Barrel Company bottles that were purchased off the shelf, and nobody was particularly impressed. Like, it wasn't bad whiskey, but it wasn't mind-blowing. And then he took some of our picks to a bottle share, and he's like, try this National Barrel Company. And people were like, oh, okay, I was totally wrong. So Frey Ranch has whiskey like that. They've got some very, very good whiskey. So if you're not a Frey Ranch person, it's just like if you join Barrels for Hope and you're like, I'm not a rye person. Well, look at what we've done. I think
and I think there's also something to when some of these distilleries know that some of the bourbon channels who have a big reach are coming, or they see a charity coming. I think we probably, I don't have any proof of this, but I would suspect we get some better barrels than what some people are getting. And we always definitely, Narav and I, when we're talking to the reps, we did this with Frey Ranch. We said, look, this isn't just your normal group. This is a group of bourbon nerds who are going to be dissecting everything, and it's all going to charity. So, we try to push to don't just bring us out anything. We're going to be picky with what we're getting. So, and I think that kind of has rang true, at least because I bet we've all been on so many picks and tasted so many other places picks, and there's very few times where we just get a bunch of stinkers brought out to us. I had it happen once at a distillery and we sent the pallet back. But that's only happened one time in any pick I've been on. So.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that you guys get with this group is that, we've done some barrel picks. We know the ropes, and a lot of it does go into communicating with the people we're picking with beforehand to let them know expectations. If you just show up and they don't know who you are and why you're there, and they'll just roll out whatever. But if you let them know what you're looking like, that's the reason why we have so many good NBC picks, is because we talk to them and let them know what we're looking for. And then they're able to kind of tailor some stuff toward our palates and our profiles, and they've got a little bit more leeway than a large distillery has, but then at the same time, we're the same way with Heaven Hill. We want them to know what we're coming in there for before we ever get there.
Yeah. And from the distillery person's point of view that's running these picks, probably half the time they're just getting 5 guys from a local liquor store who have been drinking all night, had Indian food, and go in there smelling like curry and booze and can't taste a thing. That's probably most of the types of people they're dealing with.
Oh, yeah.
Doing picks.
And they just want the like crowd pleaser, easygoing. We're picking this for our store. We just want something that is going to sell, that won't offend anybody.
Yeah. Well, and I think I can tell this story now, but on our very first pick, our founder's pick, with Elijah Craig, we were in there, and Starlight, the 2 brothers, were in before us on their pick, and they had narrowed their pick down to the founder's pick, the barrel we did, and another barrel. And we were told the story. They got in a good discussion about which barrel they should pick. And they went with more of the crowd pleaser, I think. And we luckily got the founder's barrel you guys have today. So because that barrel is awesome too.
I love the Founder's Barrel.
I do too. It's so good. Curry and booze. That's a tater sticker.
Oh, the AI art that we can make with that.
Oh yeah.
I laugh at some of these tater stickers because it's like my marketing brain just laughs at some of them because I saw one I've seen several tater stickers now that are like Dubai pie or Dubai chocolate pie or whatever, because Dubai is like Dubai chocolate's the big thing. I'm like, your barrel doesn't taste like Dubai chocolate.
Hang on, this
stop
is news to me. Is Dubai chocolate the thing?
Oh yeah, it's like my kids are even all into it, and I'm like, yeah, it's like I don't know. I'm not on TikTok, but it's a TikTok thing, I guess.
I
Everybody's.
am not a fan.
I'm not either. It's not that great. But I've never tasted bourbon and thought, oh, that tastes like pistachios and chocolate.
Is it just me, or are y'all getting Dubai chocolate on this?
Now that you mention it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, Lance. There's a local St. Louis group that just picked a Barrel King pick, and it was a big old slice of Dubai chocolate pie that was.
Oh, are you serious?
Label, yeah.
Yeah, it's
no joke.
Maybe that's where I saw it. I don't know. That's funny.
All right, I did have to Google this. I mean, it looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, if you like pistachios and chocolate, you probably like it.
Those are things I like.
Yeah, you probably love it. They sell one at well, for Christmas, someone brought over like one from Costco, and it was okay. I was expecting more. I didn't understand really the craze, but it was fine. All right, we got anything else, guys?
I didn't see any questions unanswered. Sounds like maybe we're doing a Dubai chocolate and whiskey pairing on Thursday night now.
That's the tater sticker.
Yeah. Dubai chocolate pie.
That's I can already see it. That's what you guys are gonna name it.
If Sylvia's running the pick, it'll be interesting to get her take on that.
It'll be called like musty Dubai chocolate. All right. Well, guys, we will see you in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So,
Unless you're not
Kim,
coming, then it sucks for you.
Yeah, then it sucks. Kim, if they haven't bought tickets, is there a cutoff date, or if they're still planning on going? Because I did have someone email me last night that said they were still trying and weren't sure.
We can take tickets up to another couple of weeks. We can go up by a little bit. We just can't go down in numbers after Friday.
Okay. All right. So if you guys still want to go,
VIP is sold out, but
VIP is sold out.
you can still come and have a blast of a time.
Yeah.
At the rest of the events that we're doing.
yeah, come celebrate with us as we donate another $50,000 to charity and
Let's go.
give a bunch of hugs and toast and cheers and all that fun stuff. We love you guys, and we'll see you in a few weeks.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers,
Thank you for being
everybody.
part of this.